will be reviewing this message from a breakout player, doing negotiations, scouting players, and hosting the Chargers. The Chargers are 4-5, and we are 0-7-1. See the message. How do you feel about Josh Jacobs' last game? We worked hard to get the ball in his hands, and I think he did some pretty impressive things with it. I never thought of him as a franchise back, but you know what? Let's see what he can do against Los Angeles. If we give him the opportunity, I bet he'll surprise us. As the offensive coordinator. Players ready to negotiate. Start negotiations with Trevor Davis. Make an offer. Just thinking about it. And for Curtis Riley, he's playing next year, or on the team next year. We don't know if he's gonna play. Okay, now to scout. So I can see already scouted. Started on Trey Adams, right tackle from Washington. Got him. Kevon Chasen, Riles on linebacker LSU. Shane Lemieux, I don't know how to say the right, left guard, Oregon. John Runyon, left guard, Michigan. Tommy Cranmer, left guard, Notre Dame. Jake Hansen, center, Oregon. Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle, South Carolina. And we won't be able to start Humpty Darryl Slayton yet. So let's go ahead and start our game. Get practice. We are 80 overall, they're 81. It's Thursday prime time. I'm gonna see if we're wearing our, or maybe we could be wearing our color rush. It just always sets to whatever we're I don't know. But it is Thursday prime time. So coach wants to beat the rival, get at least 4 sacks, and hold them to under 250 yards. Keenan Allen has way more receptions and yards than the wide receiver they just showed on our side. I didn't get to see who it was. Joey Bosa's doing good this year with 29 tackles. Phillip Rivers is doing way better than Derek Carr.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the veteran Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's see what coach thinks about.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. Ten yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? Had a little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last year there, 408 yards in a single game. At that time, that was the NCAA rushing record, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a week later, Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go again.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. On 3rd down, Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run the counter. It's Jacobs. Here's A.J. Cole now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now. This is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you'll
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Jacobs now. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
First down, Rivers gets it to Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Unnecessary roughness? You kidding me? Come on,
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's Badgley now for the Charger field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rivers, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. Play fake, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Rivers now finding Mike Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys continue to pour it on. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Richard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This is Richard, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming out. 2nd down and goal. Carr. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be taken down just past the 20. At about the 21-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Here's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
That's game. They just would be past 2 games. 31-3.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have...
Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and send the week and then end the video after I get these players. I think I missed the mark on Josh Jacobs. The guy's got talent. He didn't do much. I'm a little disappointed. I saw him. He might have stumbled against the next elite running back. Like and subscribe and turn on post notifications.